Hello, welcome and blessings. Thank you for joining me at Inner Landscapes at Enchanted Evening. Welcome, my Pisceans. This reading is for June 2018. And first, I want to give you the message that I received for you. And it's two parts. To me, right now, it just seems like two separate messages, and it may be some of you, my Pisceans, this is for half of one message is for half of you, the other message is for the other half. It may be something along those lines, but anyway, so the first message I got was about this month is very much about staying on target. There's some goal that you need to stay on target about. You're being asked to focus and stay on target very, very clearly. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you need to do, they're asking you, you're being asked to stay on target. Keep the target, your goal, within sight, within your sights. Okay, so that was the first message. The second message was that some of you actually was shown an actual sailboat on the ocean. And I think some of you are actually into sailing, literally into sailing, which is a beautiful thing, and that you're going to be doing a lot of that this month. Or the other part is that some of you will be doing a cruise coming up this month, if you have not already, because we are halfway through June, so it could have happened already. But there's something to do, Pisceans, with you guys and being on the water, sailing, yachting, cruising, in one form or another. So anyway, I think that may just have been a heads up of what's to come from your team, your heavenly team. Now let's see what is going on with you guys this month. What's in store? What advice the divine has for you? Oh, a whole bunch just came out, so we're going to go with that. Okay. Okay, here we go. This first card is your overarching theme for the month, which is mystique. And this very much is pointing towards the first message I received for some of you. And this may be in general also for all of you. But this is about charging through no matter what. That's what this month is about for you guys, for a majority at least of you guys. Charging through, staying on target, keeping your eyes on the prize so that victory is assured. And I feel that you're getting this nudge and that initial message about staying on target and keeping focused, because some of you are feeling, and actually may be the underdog in this scenario in this month, but that doesn't mean that you can't assure victory. The underdog can be victorious just as much as the one who's always been winning. That's what this is saying, and that's why it's the message came across so clearly for you to keep your eyes on the prize, because it is so possible. And then this is the root of the energies this month, the overarching energies, the foundation of it. And this is your victory right here. Actually, both of these cards really are your victory for whatever it is that you're going for this month. This is about you focusing, keeping on going, charging ahead. And the result of this is why you have to keep going, because this is your assurance. This is what lies in wait for you. The divine wants you to get this victory. It's there for you. They want you to keep going until you get there, because it already exists. Now, this card speaks to what you want, what your desires are this month, and especially in regards to this situation. This is telling me that you just really want things to be clear and transparent for you while you're on this journey. While you're charging ahead, you don't want to make any missteps, so to speak. You want things to be very clear. You want to be certain. That's what I'm getting. And this is your certainty. These are your certainties right here. So, this card tells of what, this is what I like to call the luck card. It tells what you already have going for you. What's already working in your favor. And what this is telling me is that things really couldn't be clearer for you. They are clear for you. And I don't know that this is speaking so much towards marriage, although it could be. I get more that this is a promise. It's a marriage or a commitment or a wedding in that sense. That you already have a promise that has been made with you that assures you this victory. Now, what this card talks about, the challenge you might have, anything that you might need to work on for this month, and this is right. And this is showing that you're very, very much in your head about this scenario, what's going on this month for you. And You're very much in your head, and but okay, let me back up. You're very much in your head about what's going on, calculating, analyzing, etc. Going over scenarios over and over again. What might go wrong, what could be good, wrong, what's right. And that's partly okay, but what I'm getting is that that's not where all of the action is. That's not the entire formula. That's only half of the formula. The rest of it is in your heart and in your gut, your instincts. So you can't, the challenge is that it's not the best idea to remain only in your head. At some point, you have to pay attention to what's going on in your heart and what your gut is telling you, your intuition is telling you, because that's the complete formula. That's the trifecta. That helps ensure the victory that you're going for. That's what you need to work on. And right now, it's showing that part of the challenge is that you're very protective of staying up in your head, but you got to let that go. You've got to take off the helmet, so to speak, and let your head, your heart, and your intuition work together instead of hurting. And I don't mean hurting, but hurting, Herding, everything, all of your energies, and trapping them in your mind. Put down that head armor and let your system work together, because the head isn't where everything is. It really isn't. So, next card is the outside influences that are affecting you in this situation. And it's generally energies and influence that you don't have much say-so over, not much control over. But what it's showing me in this instance, is that you've actually been talking, to your team, to God. You've really been talking to them. And this is showing that now that that's been done, that it's more of a recognition of what's been done and that you don't have to do any more in that department. It's already in what you've been discussing or asking for in your conversations with your spiritual help. It's been heard. And things have been put into effect because you've been heard. So they're just letting you know, we've heard you. You don't have to ask anymore. You can still talk to us, but you can still request. But what you have requested, we've got you on that. We're working on that to affect your situation. So be it is in that regard, and know that. I just wanted to make you aware that that's what you've been asking for. It's already been put into effect for you. So this is the guidance card, your divine guidance, and what direction they would like you to go in regards to this month and this situation. And it's perfect timing. They want you to realize and know at a heart level, at a core level, they want you to know that everything this month, everything that you're working towards is being divinely timed. And if you know that at your core, you're going to let go a lot more and let God, which is what this is talking about here. The outside influences that you don't have much control over. It's not your job to have control over. It's essentially, the guidance is really telling you to trust that everything is divinely timed and things are happening in the order and way that they should be. They're asking you to give up that ghost, turn over the control. So next we have the card that shows what your strengths are. It talks about what your strengths are. Your greatest asset in this situation, i.e. your strength. And this is the Listen card. And what this is telling me relates back to this Ask card. It's telling me that your greatest strength you've already been using. Whether you realize that's your greatest strength or not, you've already been using. Now they're just asking you to go quiet within yourself. Not only talk to them, to your spiritual help, but to also go quiet within yourself and create a space to receive the answers, to receive the guidance that you've been asking for. Because it shows you're very good at talking to them. But your strength is in listening as well. Creating the space to listen and then actually doing that. That's your greatest asset in this scenario this month. Okay. Your outcome card is Choose Peace. If you go with the flow of what this reading is offering you and the advice that it's giving you, it's going to lead you to peace. I don't think that it's that you're very much off kilter in that regard, that you're stressing, relentlessly. But I think there's a piece that you feel is missing. And this is, so it's on this is a double meaning. Not only